Folks, it's fair to say one of the most devastating words anyone can hear, and it's not hyperbole, is cancer.
Words from President Joe Biden as he addresses an audience at Tulane University. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden in town to tout the progress and the future of their cancer shot program. White House initiative.
Yeah, Cancer Moonshot is an effort to end cancer with two clear goals.
Those are to prevent more than 4 million cancer deaths by 2047 and to improve the experience of people who are touched by cancer.
And we all know everyone here in Southeast Louisiana has been touched with cancer in any shape or form. We have crews all across Southeast Louisiana covering every aspect of the president's visit today, including us here at Louis Armstrong International Airport. You can see the back of Air Force One right behind us. We were right next to that plane when it touched down earlier today, just before 2 o'clock. They did make us move again for security purposes. As you can imagine, security is heightened right now because of the presidential visit. But let's go back to Cancer Moonshot for a moment and talk about what this program is set to accomplish. It's all
don't be fooled because elections on the corner, and then they're trying to play sensitive to the people. Remember, they are funding. They're not gonna say they're gonna solve cancer. They say they're funding. That's mean more money from the taxpayer for what? Remember, guys, if they treat cancer, how many people is not gonna be able to take medication, and the pharmaceutical gonna be losing their influence. So basically, it's just talking. They're making like people, oh, Biden gonna cure cancer. We gotta vote for him, so he has a plan to cure cancer. But those 3 years, he didn't focus on that. Those 3 years been focused on funding money for Ukraine war. So now elections are on the corner. That he worries about cancer, guys. Because what happened is just being people's sentiment, their feelings. They don't care about what they've been for the past 2 years. This year they just want to talk about the cancer. They want to talk about black women so they can have more vote. And on top of that, you as a person, you have nothing to say because what happened is what kind of cancer, how long the procedure gonna take, which company gonna be able to treat that cancer, and on top of that, who's gonna fund it? Biden gonna fund that? If Biden gonna fund it, is that only the discount cancer, or about the rest of the cancer? Is it treatable, or there's a side effect of it? So this is the idea. Election coming along, they're trying to be sensitive people.
mentioned the main mission here is to eradicate cancer by 50% in the U.S. come the year 2047. Very lofty goals, but something that the president hopes to accomplish that, of course, has touched him personally. During that address, he mentioned the loss of his son, Bo, who died from brain cancer. One of the main purposes and really what causes him to punctuate this mission. Earlier today, he touched down here at Louis Armstrong International Airport, greeted by several notable faces like former New Orleans Mayor Mitch Landrieu, who now leads infrastructure in the Biden administration, along with Cedric Richmond, another big name with ties to the administration, current Mayor LaToya Cantrell, along with Congressman Troy Carter. Biden, of course, as we just mentioned, has made cancer a focus in recent years as rates across the country and here at home have been soaring.
So before we move further, he's talking about 2047. That's been 20 years down the line. So between 20 years, how much money they're gonna take from the government? So how much? If they sign the contract, that means that we're gonna fund those programs for 20 years. So basically, it's more taxpayer funding. And then if they have no backup money, they have to increase taxes for you. And what kind of treatment is that? He talk about his son that's that. I totally agree with that current the situation. But why now? Why now? Just couple months, just few months before the election. What happened before that? It's just a plan strategy. They make people like fool that they be gonna be like, oh, but they're gonna treat cancer. That's what the idea they're gonna put out there. But they say 2047. So you got 20 years. By that time, probably gone, and those money is gonna start up, gonna keep coming to the country for those people to fund whatever the research you have. I don't mind for it. It's gonna be a good procedure for people to be treated. But do you think the pharmacy gonna let it slide? they're gonna find out that oh it's not working after 2047 or they don't have enough funding. It's just gonna repeat the cycle all over again because they don't want to treat cancer. They just want to use money because when they have money, it's more power for them. It's more control.
We found out that there's a lot more we could do if they shared more data and information. It wasn't being shared. That was the cancer moonshot. And then when I got elected, when I ran for president, I decided to set up a cancer facility patterned on DARPA, which is the Defense Intelligence Agency position that is separate and apart from everything else. They're the ones that came up with everything from, anyway, all the major breakthroughs. And so that's what we're doing with DARPA, and we're going to continue. We've $1.5 billion the last 3 years, and we're going to continue it.
Now, today, the president also made a point to talk to many researchers and those really on the front lines. As we first showed you, he was addressing a very packed house over at Tulane University. And that's where we find WDSU's Aubrey Killian with some of the reaction to that presidential visit today. Aubrey.
Hey there, Randy. So it really has been a very monumental day right here at Tulane University. That speech just wrapped up moments ago, but you can still see a lot of people still in the room from where we are at. Again, that speech wrapped up moments ago. A lot of people still here really just speaking about this big day right here. All eyes have been on Tulane University. $23 million in funding for the university. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden, they have been here all day. And Tulane announced that the university will be awarded about $23 million. This is all to create an imaging system. This will give doctors the ability to scan a tumor during surgery and determine within minutes whether any cancer tissues have been left behind.
This is a joke. 20 million is a lot of money, but remember, Ukraine is talking about billion. Okay, so far we spent more than 200 billion for Ukraine, and you tell me you spend 23 million, and we'll be like, okay. So this is a sad thing because what happened is they can find people that really care. They don't have enough money to fund those. Only 23 million. It's gonna be gone like a week or a month because you gotta pay for the facility, you gotta pay for the research, you gotta pay for the people in charge, you gotta pay for the people that's doing the experiment, you gotta pay for the people that's gonna be has a bid to use that. So that money gonna be done before even started the whatever like 6 months or a year. In bed they find $1 billion for Ukraine. I think the reason why they trying to get more money out of people since elections coming in, so they're trying to pay out the migrant more so they can vote because remember there's 20 million people that's inside the country. If you think about 23 million for the institute for the cure, but the thing is there are more than 20 million people inside the country. So basically do the math. So at least if you think about a million for every migrant, so basically it's 13K. It sounds legit. So basically, they're trying to do 10K to 13K for the people migration, so they can like secure the vote. So don't be fooled. That's why they're trying to put that they're gonna cure cancer. It's not never about cancer. It's about money for the election they're gonna pull out, so they can like win. It has nothing to do for your health. It has nothing to do to help the population. It's all about to get control and
We
power.
spoke with a lot of people today, local leaders, physicians. They say today is a great day, and it's one step closer to Americans not having to worry whether or not their cancer was successfully removed. Here's more from that speech that wrapped up just a couple minutes ago.
Imagine cancer surgery that removes all the tumor the first time without harming healthy cells. Compare that to today. As all of you know, cancer surgery is an incredibly challenging procedure. It takes the best surgeons in the world, and it takes its toll on families. As Jill said, it steals time. It steals away hope. Our family knows the feeling as many of you do. The surgery happens, then you have to wait a week or more to see if the tumor was removed fully.
So basically, they talk about removal cancer. So basically, there's two steps. They got to treat you to see if you have cancer. They got to see what kind of cancer is it. They're gonna see the procedure, and the procedure gonna be removed or not. So basically, how many people they have cancer or you gonna sign up and apply for the procedure. So who's gonna pay for that? Medicaid, Medicare, or it's just the $20 million, because $20 million gonna pay for the doctor, the procedure room, all that is not enough money. You just slap in the face, which is sad, totally sad, sad, sad. Because we live in a country that they don't really care about your health, just about money. They don't have no money really to help you out. 22 million is just nothing. You talk about 20 billion, I totally understand. 22 billion, I understand that gonna be we see it moving forward. But 22 million is nothing, because even for the facility, it's spend a couple million.
So again, we are live right here at Tulane University. You can see a lot of the staff posing for pictures right here.
Anyway, this is sad. I cannot keep watching, because the thing is, the matter is, it's just about money, and then they're trying to make out like they care about American people. They're not gonna do nothing. It's just about they want more money for the migrant, and then they try to say it's about cancer treatment. But we know that every month they have fundraising for those people to for the facility. So those money that they collected, they say is a treatment for the cancer, but basically just money for the migrants, so for the vote for the election. So they're trying to all so many excuses they can take. So they can take money, so they can make whatever the scam they're trying to plan. I'm just speculating. Whatever the plan they have, they can fund it fully, so they can be successful and stay in power. So that's all the plan for this a couple more years. That's why they say that, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna fund it this, fund it that. So just money to pull out to make their scheme like very global, and everyone have to know, but they can